I'm Ian Rush and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Hello, welcome to the Santiago Bernabeu. Liverpool will tomorrow face off against European champions Real Madrid. I'm joined by John Machin. Dad, it feels weird to be here first and foremost. A bit of I know personally a little bit of a dream's going to be fulfilled tomorrow.
Yeah, a dream I had when I was 9, when the only team that had won the European Cup was Real Madrid. They won the first 5.
Yeah.
And it was my ambition then to see them in their own stadium as champions. And they are champions again, and here I am.
Yeah, great.
All these years later.
It's so weird though, isn't it, the actual build-up to the game, because I think the mood around Liverpool fans in general, I know personally, is just so downbeat. We were in a restaurant last night talking about it, and it was pure negativity. But there's games like this you can't help but get excited for.
It's absolutely fantastic. You know, you're playing probably the best side in the world. No one expects you to do anything, and there's every chance we'll get battered by them. But there's also that chance that it'll be one of those glorious nights,
yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and that'll be great to be here and see that.
Yeah. I mean, how are you feeling about Liverpool in general and our chances, and how we should maybe go about approaching this game?
Well, if it was me, I'd be playing 5 at the back, and I'd be playing 2 holding midfield players, and I'd be cutting down space, and I'd be having a couple of really fast players up front waiting for chances to break. Yeah. I can't see Rodgers doing that, but you know that's what I'd do. But
yeah. I mean, so what? I mean, is there a temptation there to go with? I don't know. Would you go with somewhat pace? Does Mario Balotelli continue up front? I can't see why he would drop him now after all the opportunities to drop him.
Ancelotti actually got it right in the first game. He said that the only person attacking the space was Mario Balotelli, and he was right. I thought he had a reasonable first half, and I was surprised, that he went off at half time. It's the kind of a game that Mario will, do well in, I think.
Yeah.
But you've got to have Sterling on there, as well.
As the only player with pace.
With real pace, and then hope to dig something out. And I would like to see him play the 2 young Spanish fullbacks, because I think they'll be up for it coming here. I think they'll have the games of their lives here.
It's an interesting one, because I think Manquillo's incredibly talented right back. My question is he good enough to come into this game and play? But I think that what you're saying there is definitely a factor.
We've got a history of people coming in a full back and doing really well. I mean, remember Rob Jones coming? I think he played against United in his first game. And we've had lots of other young fullbacks have come in and done really well. When Flanagan's the latest. Last year he came in and was absolutely brilliant. So I'd give him a go. I think if you were going to play 3 at the back, we saw signs in the last couple of games of Johnson being pulled in to be nearer the 2 centre halves. Maybe that's the way to go, with Sacco being injured. But they've got to do something to cut space around their own penalty area, because they only need a little inch, as we saw at
Basically,
Anfield.
we're going to get murdered. If we go in this game, we'll get murdered.
Ronaldo only needs half an inch and he'll score. Or what we need to make sure we don't do is give away silly goals, with terrible mistakes. I mean, Marino's made his second really bad mistake, but that's like 1 every 10 games, so that's all right. He should be okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is the problem again, though, isn't it? We've said this a number of times about Liverpool and the young players that we've bought. We've got 20-year-old fullbacks. It's annoying when they make mistakes, but that is the price you pay sometimes for buying youth over established experience. So you're right. It's annoying, but it's one of those things.
Well, I remember Alan Hansen when we first came into the side. We used to say he'd make 1 mistake every game. And he made 1, in the European Cup final, and we almost conceded a goal. So, young players will make mistakes from time to time. The annoying thing is that we've got some players who are not that young who are making mistakes. That defence really needs to sort itself out.
Is this the game for Colo?
Oh no, not for. No, not for me, because he hasn't got the pace. He has got the organisational ability but I don't think he's got the pace he needs.
I'd be interested to see whether Lallana plays. In fact, if you're watching, I want to know what you think on any of these points. Should Manquillo be starting at right back over Glenn Johnson, or is it John Glenson? Who knows? Does Adam Lallana come in? The fact that he didn't play at the weekend would suggest he will come back in.
That's what you would think,
Yeah, but equally, I think I said it before, that you could see. If we weren't as dreadful as we were, I could have seen that same team starting again on Tuesday night. But given they were absolutely abysmal. It wouldn't surprise me to see a couple of changes. And Lallana's the obvious one. He's got that. He does the closing down. He's very direct, isn't he? He likes to make things happen.
It puts a lot of effort in, and I think that's what's going to happen tomorrow. Liverpool players have got to work their socks off.
That's Forza Liverpool. Good lad. And that was Redmen TV. Yes, lads. The microphones won't pick it up, but it felt good. Sorry.
Yeah, we're going to work our socks off all over the pitch tomorrow if we're going to get anything out of it.
Yeah.
But for us, it's a bonus, isn't it? Because no one's expecting us to win. The two important games are the two that come afterwards. You know, the Basel and Rudigeretz. That's where we've got to win.
Yeah.
So this one, you know, we can go and give it a go.
Well, that's the thing. There's no. I mean, there is pressure. There's tremendous pressure when those players walk out on the pitch in front of a crowd of that size. There's going to be tremendous pressure on them. But as they're going into this game, nobody expects us to win. Nobody expects us to get anything from that game. And I kind of, it sounds perversely, I'm happy that I'm not happy. Let me rephrase that. Because of losing the game at the weekend, there is even less pressure on us because everyone expects us to be shite. So I think that we can go in there, and if we come out with something, I actually feel strangely more optimistic about it, given that we're in shit form than I probably would have been if we were going in decent form.
And it's a pity, isn't it? Because, as I said before, Real won the first 5 European
Sorry, Chris is telling us to wrap up. I think his arms are going to fall off. So we'll do last thought on it.
Just that we've won 5 since then, and they've won 5, so it would have been a great evenly matched contest, but unfortunately it's not.
Yeah, it's definitely one to look forward to. We're going to bring you some more content ahead of the game, and of course post-game from Madrid, from the Santiago Bernabeu. So do stay tuned to youtube.com/Redmen TV. If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up, do it for us, do it now, and click the subscribe button in the corner of the screen. Yeah, I'm here with Bart Simpson. Who's gonna win the game tomorrow? Madrid apparently going to win the game, and Bart Simpson said it, then it must be true.